We are live here at the studio by Feast It Forward. I am Katie Hamilton Shaffer, and this is Riffs and Recipes. And this is actually a very special installment here at the Napa Valley Film Festival because we have the Rob Morrow here. Woo! And yes, he performed at the gala last night, and that is hence my no voice because we were screaming and hooting and hollering. You guys were badass. It was so much fun. And then Chef Rome, we're going to talk all about all of your extreme chefing.
Absolutely.
And you're making some cassoulet. So I like to give you a little hard time, but cassoulet, so
Don't
it's going to be
worry,
fun.
other people say it, they're serious.
Awesome. This is very, very fun. It's been a crazy, chaotic week. This is the last day of the festival. You did a couple things here with us. We partied with you last night, but the intention of this show is to merge chefs and musicians and talk about their platform, what they're doing, how they're giving back, their projects, their initiatives, everything. So we're going to drink, and we're going to eat, and we're going to play, and we're going to jam, and that sounds horrible. So I'm going to fill you up.
Sounds like every day in my house.
Yeah. And then he's performing at the Blue Note tonight, so if you don't have your tickets, get them. Because it's going to be, it was really a badass show last night. You guys really did a great job.
It was.
It was
really
very, very fun.
Phenomenal job.
And yeah, he didn't recognize me when he came on property because I was a feisty 80s girl. So, well, why don't you get started and then he can jam on one song while you start prepping.
You got it.
Cool.
So this is already on, so we can just start right here.
So what do we got? What's your first number?
Well, I thought I'd do this song. This is I'll tell you what it's about after. When you were young and sweet, you used to love to sing and play. Wherever you went, your laughter would ring out all day. I never knew what happened when you had to go inside. Something's happened enough times when you make you go and run and hide. Yeah, that's the new face. La la la. Yeah, the new face. La la la. Yeah, it's taking your place. Well, I can't find you anymore. You blend right into a crowded field. Well, they all look the same, thinking it's a power that they wield. Yeah, what has happened that makes us give up on ourselves? Things that make us special get lost in this game of scale. Oh, that's the new face. La 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 la. Yeah, the new face. La la la. Oh, it's taking your place. Sa-dee, da-dee, da-ba-dee, da-ba-dee, da-ba-doo. Sa-dee, da-ba-dee, 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 da-ba-dee. Sa-dee, da-ba-dee, da-da-dee, da-da-dee, da-da-doo. Da-ba-doo, da-da-dee, da-da-dee, da-da-doo. Oh, that's the new face. Yeah, that's the new face. Oh, the new face. The new face. Yeah, it's taking your place.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So this is the best part. Whenever bacon is involved in the dishes. Like I always suggest the artist has to lay a new track with bacon sizzling
I
in
know, I
the
was just
background.
thinking, I love the
This is like-
crossfade into the bacon at the end.
It's so good.
Smoke.
Oh man, it's so good.
One of the great things in existence, bacon.
So tell us about the song.
So the song came from, my wife was reading an article in New York Magazine, I don't know, 5 years ago, and it was titled The New Face. And it was all about facelifts. And in the back in the day, the facelift was the new face, which was like Joan Rivers, you know, like. But the new face is more like, I don't want to say and hurt anyone's feelings.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think who I should say. But you know, it's like, it's the lips and the apple cheeks, right?
Yeah.
That's the new face.
The new face,
So as soon as
okay,
I read
yeah.
the phrase, I was like, that's a song, the new face.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's the kind of the Hollywood way sometimes.
Not just Hollywood. It's everywhere.
It's
I mean,
everywhere.
You go now, it's like you go anywhere in the world, but in the US, anywhere, Botox parties are like, that's what they do. Like,
Well, I have not done it yet, and
Yeah.
I vow to myself I will not hit that yet because
Right.
bacon heals everything.
well, look, you look great.
You know, you just rub on the
Is
grease.
that it? Bacon oil?
Bacon oil and oil it
I'll
all
take a
day.
lesson from
Yeah.
you.
Oh, bacon oil. Right. 100%.
Purpose for bacon.
Okay. So, Mr. Extreme Chef.
Oh my God.
Let's talk about this. Again, we're not going to mention this other network that we are going to be competitors at some point with,
We're already
but
competing.
all right, baby. So, yeah, talk to me about your style, like Southern cooking, and I also want to talk about you, like cooking, like off the road. Like, is that something you do? You know,
All right.
at
Well,
home.
so for me, yeah, the extreme side of things, I love challenges. I mean, you know, I have a military background, and I was just an all-around good old American boy growing up. So when the show came along, I don't know if we want to call it.
Yeah.
When Extreme Chef came
Yeah.
along, I figured, oh, this is gonna be that challenge. I'm the guy that they always remember that almost drowned. Not to mention the fact that I actually can swim.
You can or you
I
can't?
can.
Right.
C-A-N. But listen, you know the little lake that from the Andy Griffith show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when Opie's throwing the rocks.
Yeah.
That lake. That's
That
the
lake.
lake we were filming.
Isn't that the back lot of like Universal? or
I was
something?
going to say, I'm like,
Where is it?
that's what I
No, it's
was.
actually up in Franklin Canyon. Down
Oh, no way.
Up in Beverly Hills.
Huh.
We know that, huh?
I didn't know.
Man-made lake is 60 feet deep, and I literally was caught in the weeds. So yeah, it's still traumatic. I still have nightmares. I wake up, and you know. But I'm glad to be here.
You're glad.
But you know,
glad to have you.
drowning, by the way, in mythology and in movies, is a metaphor device for rebirth all the time.
Yeah.
You see it,
Oh.
you keep that in mind. Every time you see a movie now, at a climax of the movie, you're going to see the main person go into water and come out, and it's usually symbolic of transformation and rebirth.
I actually have a weird ongoing dream of drowning.
That's good. That's
So
a
I'm
good dream.
rebirthing myself all the time.
You are, or you need to.
That's,
I
that's
try not to
interesting.
dream about it. I wake up.
Right, I'm sure.
I'm scarred for life.
Huh? Interesting. Okay, noted. So what do you do when you're at home? What do you do? What do you and your wife like to cook?
Well, she's great because she cooks us all kinds of healthy stuff. You know, my daughter became a vegan about
Okay.
a year, 2 years ago, and she's militant. So as a result, we've moved toward. We sneak it. Like I always text my wife saying, "I just ate a hamburger. Don't tell two."
Well, now we have this all in this.
I
body.
eat it. You know, I love it. I eat everything, but I have cut way back on beef, and I'm happier. I feel better about it. You know. But she cooks all kinds of different vegetable medleys and with different kinds of tofus and great chicken dishes. But what I love is it's healthy, it's clean, it's not a lot of crap.
Yeah.
And so I always feel better eating at home. And we end up eating out a lot because of, you know, social, and we like restaurants. But I really like the way she cooks. And she does most of the cooking, but I can hold my own with basics, you know.
What can
I
you
cook
hold your own on?
omelets
Like, what do
really
you-
well.
oh, okay.
I can cook different kind of pastas. There's a great pasta that a friend of mine turned me on to, that he was staying with Giorgio Armani, and Giorgio Armani made this. And so I make it all the time, and it's basically sautéed red, yellow, and green peppers with red onion, right? Sautéed until it's like nothing, and then it's just stirred into pasta, and it's pretty great. I had some
Okay.
jalapenos in it, but I'm pretty basic. But I can crab cakes,
Crab? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Anthony Bourdain once said that you should never sleep with somebody unless you can cook a really fucking good omelet in the morning.
There you go.
So that was the earmark for being able to say, okay, I better make a damn good omelet. And yes, by the way, you can curse on this.
The
stream,
wisdom of
so-
Anthony
It's
Bourdain.
HBO, good.
So yeah, so what we got going?
So I just added some sausage, some chicken, got onion, fresh thyme. Actually, I'm putting a little bit more thyme. Got some crushed pepper flakes in there.
And this is relatively simple.
It's a very simple dish, and it's a meal all in one pot. So we'll add the vegetables and
And we
such
can
later.
add this recipe on this stream so people can actually
And
cook
it's
it
got
at
the
home.
white beans, which are in every study of different cultures where there is longevity in the, like areas in the world where there's longevity, they eat beans.
Really?
Every single study.
This man is.
Yeah, who are you? You're like a nomad. We need to like do like a. I think we have a new show in mind here with you.
Longevity eating.
Speaking of shows, let's talk about. You have a documentary that's coming out.
I do?
Or the movie documentary you're talking about. There was something on.
Oh no, I'm in a movie
You're in a
called
movie,
The Kill Team,
The Kill
which
Team.
is now on. It's
I
either
am.
on Netflix or Apple. I think it's Netflix. It's called The Kill Team, and it's based on a documentary with the same title. And it's a heavy movie, but important, about a group of soldiers in Afghanistan in the 90s who started a kill team. It was like they were bored, and this is unfortunately not that uncommon. They were out in the mountains, and they had they would just go on these kind of search missions every day and do nothing, and they started to take out civilians for sport.
Whoa.
And then it was then everyone got involved in it, and the one kind of innocent, I play this kid's dad, played by the great Nat Wolff, and Alexander Skarsgård's in it. He gets kind of pulled into it, and it's how he deals with the morality of it. It's a good movie.
That sounds
I
interesting.
can't wait to see that.
Kill Team.
Yeah, man, you play some phenomenal.
Oh
movies.
man.
Thanks.
Yeah, Northern Exposure is that is such a memory. That show was like, there's certain shows like Cheers, I think I would get together with my family and we would watch, like The Wonder Years.
I love that.
Northern Exposure was definitely one of those, and it's just...
We're trying to do it again. We've been
are?
working on it for a couple of years now. It's been we've come this close like 3 times, and now
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
We're at it again, so we'll see. Who knows? I think it's a show for these times that would work really well. I think it would, for me personally, just as an audience person, a salve, something that's not about killing or
Right.
diseases or law. It's about the human condition, and so.
Or new content, too, because there's so many shows that are just repurposing old shit. I'm sorry,
Right.
but it's like, there are so many, like, movies, we're doing, so-and-so 5 or 8. Or So
That would be us. We would be another.
But it's an authentic show that has a real story behind it versus you're coming up with.
And also, it would be made for these times. It would be different characters. I mean, the old ones would come back here and there, but it would be hopefully relevant to these times.
Oh, that's great.
Well, if you ever need a chef for one of those,
There's a great chef played by Adam Arkin in the show. He
I'm a
did
better
run.
chef than that.
It smells good.
Oh yeah, so it's coming together.
I know you have to perform tonight, but you're lagging on the drinking.
I can't
there,
drink a
Rob.
lot because
Okay,
I
all right.
really can't. I'll
drink
I
for
got a
you.
long night ahead of me.
Okay. All
But
right.
I'll taste it.
Okay. Well, here we'll do a little dumpsy, but that's our Vitis Rosé from Lane Family. That stuff's killer because it's our porch pounder.
I tell you what's funny.
And you don't have to perform tonight, so you got no excuses. Drink down, buddy.
I tell you what's funny. When he was talking a moment ago, he said, "I make pot," and then that's all I heard. He was
I make pot.
and immediately I said, "I got a recipe for that too."
Hey, we do have a show that we want to do culinary
Yeah?
cannabis. Like
I'm coming on that.
Okay, yes. We made CBD smoothies. We infused
CBD?
seared. Oh, well, yeah, no. Oh, we took THC and smeared it on the steak,
I
and then
like
we
that.
seared
Now
it.
that
Yeah,
was
it was real good. Oh my God. Okay, are you gonna let that? Is that gonna be the
Just let
background
that go.
music for the next
Yeah,
song?
absolutely.
I expect you to play this.
All right,
Okay,
All right,
and
this is my
then
instrument.
maybe you'll get into jam number 2.
it's like a brontosaurus-sized drumstick,
Yeah, so your buddy Kevin Bacon was on here a couple weeks ago, and he had this stool and was just he just
He got a
jammed.
stool?
He had do you want a stool, man?
I would like a stool,
Let's get a stool.
if it's possible.
Nick, why don't you get the? Oh, there we go.
It's funny. I'll tell you a story about Kevin.
love that.
So I have a show. I produce a lot of stuff and direct stuff, and I'm been producing the show, developing it, and we just set up with a company last week. And it came about inspired by Kevin, because Kevin, who I've known for, and Kira I've worked with, and I worked with both of them. I know him forever. And I was at a party maybe 12 years ago. I said, Kevin, you know, I'm starting a new band. And he said, you're a man with a bullseye on your back. I was like, why is that? He says, trust me, they don't like it. People don't like it. Audiences don't like it. They don't want to see actors, musicians. And he's right. You get a lot of eye rolls, and a lot of people kind of like won't. I have friends who will not come to hear my music.
Huh.
I don't know why. I think it. I
Well,
don't know
because
what-
they think, hey, I'm in this acting career and I can do everything. Like, there's like this.
I don't know what it is. I mean, but Kevin said it took him 20 years, and he now finally has some like people respect him. 'cause
Oh, they were
doing
great.
well. They're great. They're real. I've seen them. They're a great band, but it took them a long time. But so I started a show because I started to keep a list of all the actors that were musicians, and it's endless.
It is endless. It
Kevin
is.
Costner, Juliette Lewis, Billy Bob Thornton, Kevin Bacon. Who? Johnny Depp, Jared Leto.
Yeah.
It just goes. Dennis.
The dude.
Steve Martin, everyone, right? So it goes on. So I was like, well, it would be really interesting, almost like this, a casual show where I hang out with them, talk to them, we drink, we smoke maybe.
Shit, let's do it, man.
Well,
Let's,
I
oh my
already got
God,
the pitch.
this is a pitch.
We already got it going, but
We'll get a weed
now it's
sponsor,
going to be
and then
bigger.
it's all
Now it's
over.
not that I'm not going to host it. They want a bigger name, and it's going to be a bigger show. You know, so I'm not sure what it's going to be, but Kevin was the inspiration.
Oh, interesting.
All right, let's see, what should I play for you? Okay, here's a song. Sometimes it's hard, we lose our way, never knowing we'll get back home. Get so stuck, you hope and pray. We play the game, don't answer the phone. Said, oh, then it's gone like a storm in the distant sky. We can fly into dreams that we both have seen in the other's eyes. I said, whoa, whoa. We're at odds, there is no hope. All them years, they go up in smoke. I withdraw, you just don't call. We both had no words I spoke. I said, oh, yeah, then it's gone like a storm in the distant sky. We can fly into dreams that we both have seen in them other's eyes. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, well, then a smile, a red light. We find our way out of the night. That old place so warm and kind. Once again, our hearts align. Said, oh, then it's gone like a storm in the distant sky. We can fly into dreams that we both have seen in the other's eyes. I said it's gone like a storm in the distant sky. We can fly into dreams that we both have seen in them other's eyes. I said, whoa. I said, oh, whoa.
Yeah, that was awesome. beautiful voice like that. That is.
Oh, thank
Look at
you.
you. Whoa, yeah, go boy. Look at that. Jesus. Oh my God! All of a sudden I look over. He's pulled the whole fucking bottle in his.
I didn't want you to feel like you had to drink
Okay,
alone.
good. You know, I'm Scottish. I am totally happy to drink you under the table any day. That's all right. That was great.
Nice,
That was
thank you.
really beautiful.
Thank you.
So are you releasing another album?
We have a weird thing with it. We have an album ready to go, but it got all screwed up. We did a crowdfunder through something called Pledge Music, and it was a pyramid scheme, and we got fucked.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we raised $15,000 to do the album, and then the money wasn't there, and we already started making it. So I got stuck
Oh my
paying
gosh.
for the album, and so now we're just trying to figure out what to do with it. So we're sitting on it. Although we're selling it tonight at the Blue Note,
Oh,
so if you want to buy
yay.
it. But it turned out really well, and it was a bit of a bummer because it was a ton of work. I don't know if anyone's ever done crowdsourcing campaigns,
yeah,
you have to do a ton of work, and it was really hard. And somehow the company got away without having. I thought there was going to be a class action suit.
I
but
would
there's
think
nothing.
so. Somebody would go to jail for that. Like,
No, it's bad. It's bad.
Wow.
But it's over.
Ass kicked. That's
wow. Oh my gosh. If anybody is watching, obviously we are here with Rob Morrow, who is performing here at the festival last night at the gala, and then of course Chef Rome. So thank you for being here. If anybody has questions, actually I think we do have a couple, and I'll read those in a minute. But let's talk a little bit about giving back, because what we do here at Feast It Forward is bringing influencers such as yourselves together to kind of eat, drink, jam in the kitchen, but also talk about your platform of giving back, because the world does not go round without paying it forward. So ALS is something that you feel strongly about.
Project ALS, a friend of mine was diagnosed with ALS about 20 years ago, and she was told to, max out her credit cards and, go to a mountain and wait for her time. When she didn't do that, she decided to harness the power that she had, which was her connections in showbiz. And so she started this organization. I'm on the board, and we got the entire A-list came out for it, and to this date we've raised over $200 million.
Holy Moses!
And,
Kudos. Cheers!
and
That's a
also-
cheers, man.
Yeah, I mean,
That is a cheers.
I don't take much credit personally, but I'm a good cheerleader.
But you're a force behind it.
Yeah, and they have really moved the potential for cures for ALS to what is an imminent status, and that would mean for any kind of neurological disorder, so Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, spinal cord injuries, all of that. I think really within our lifetimes, it could be there could be cures for those afflictions, and that would be a miracle, because she's gone now. But I so admire her, because if it were me, I think I'd kind of move somewhere and take a guitar and
Right.
smoke pot and
Right. And then it should finish up.
But
Like,
she really changed the world.
Wow.
And that's the
beautiful.
great thing about you taking something that's difficult and challenging and converting it into a positive. I think that's one of the
Project
greatest
ALS,
qualities.
is that
Project ALS?
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful.
What's the website for it?
ProjectALS.org.
Okay, .org. Okay.
Wonderful.
Excellent, man. That's beautiful.
That is beautiful. What was her name, so we can?
Jennifer Estes.
Jennifer Estes.
And her
okay.
sisters, Valerie and Meredith, continue to run the organization. We even made a TV movie that I think Marissa Tomei played her, and had a bunch of us. This was years ago, but it was a good movie about the forming of it and how she got the
Wow.
disease. It's a terrible disease.
Oh, it's tragic.
Wow. So for my
Sorry, this is like the like doomsday conversation.
No, we have
of
to
the-
change it
but
up. I was about to get choked up and start
I
tear
know.
jerking and but
Tear jerking. Don't tear jerking on me. Talk about how do you give back?
I give back by giving scholarships to any youth that has an early desire to cook.
Awesome.
Right? Culinary school is expensive. A lot of people are very shocked and surprised when they find out how much it really does cost. And so if you're that student that just need a little bit more, or just need enough to get in, or whatever the case
Yeah.
may be, that's where I am. And so that's my way of giving back, and I mentor youth
That's
and
beautiful.
chefs all over the world.
That's so Jacques Pepin is a strong partner of ours, has the JP Foundation, and that is all about giving, like you're doing, giving scholarships to underprivileged, youth and people that have been through tough times to get back into the kitchen and the workforce, and that is so, I mean, this is a tough industry, you're grind, I mean, as is the music and acting, every industry is hard, but
a lot of you don't realize that there's so many ways to get where you want in life without being an athlete or a singer or whatever. It's hard to get into those industries.
Right.
And so here's another avenue. It's an outlet, keeps kids out of trouble. So yeah, and if they love to eat the way I do, here's a way to get it done.
Yeah.
So
I can't wait to eat that. Is it, we're getting close to it?
yeah, it's just about ready actually. You sampled it. What you think?
I did. It was tasted a little shitty, but I just thought you might fix it. Of course,
Don't
it was
believe
amazing.
that.
Are
She's
you kidding me? No, there's no question, Rob. You can get a little sample there.
Yeah, man. Has everything.
Oh my God.
In it. One pot meal.
Oh, that's yummy.
And
That's so
you
good.
started. I mean, even though there was minimal prep, you
I love
started
it.
this when we started the show. So this is like a 45-minute
That's right.
dish.
And with this time of year coming around, if you're a mom, you're getting off work and you need something quick to fix for the family, this is it. This is that meal. Any casserole, any stew or soup, this is that meal, and it's very nutritious.
And you typically, as you did, soak the beans, but if you wanted to buy canned beans just to speed up the process, you could.
Just fine. Just fine. The only thing is don't drain the beans. Pour all the liquid in there.
Really? Oh,
Absolutely.
so that's starchy to kind of thicken up.
It gives it some body, right? And whatever vegetables, vitamins rather, that are in there, you don't throw that away. You see? So you get two more things.
So when you open that can and all the goodness is in there, you're not draining it. Oh
Not
wow.
draining it, pouring it all in there. So we can actually go ahead and plate this up.
Ooh, that looks obnoxiously wonderful.
Sure. Yeah. You should have brought your own.
Oh my gosh. All right, you plate. I think maybe Rob has one more song for us, and then for those of you that don't have tickets to the show tonight with the Rob Morrow Band, please get them. Blue Note here performing, and obviously we're here for the Napa Valley Film Festival. It is expanding, and we're very excited to be partners of theirs, and with the hub over there and all the chaos that has happened over the last, as you know, a few days up here.
Absolutely.
It's been quite fun. So, and thanks to our wine partners and all of our sponsors here at Feast It Forward. We would not be here without you, so thank you. Oh my gosh. Sometimes we do ask musicians to come in and make up songs for the dish, like Royal Jelly Jive did this amazing "Is a Duck Sandwich," and they did this crazy song, and it was just like this. They're like, we're gonna actually. Kevin Bacon and his brother wrote a little ditty. So if you feel
It's a cool soleil. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah! Oh my God, that's amazing.
Did you guys see that film last night, by the way? The MTV. I want my MTV.
Yes, yeah.
I want my MTV.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
Those were the days, man. Those were the days.
Here we are.
Okay, we're gonna wait until Rob sings.
All right,
to
so that's a
feast
little
on
bit of
that.
a ballad I'm going to give you.
You and I both know where you're going. We've each seen the places you have been. Let's not pretend we don't know this is the end. It's just the way things go. Just the way things go. We can go back if you really want to see what we could be. What were the possibilities? So many alibis, all them guilty pleas. Just the way things go. Just the way things go. You got lost in your father's weary gaze, putting up blocks of blind rage. And nothing from outside could get you across that divide. Just the way things go. Just the way things go. Ooh, your love shines when you're underneath the spell, and your good intentions won't open up that shell. You're just so stuck in the secrets of your sorrows. It's just the way things go. It's just the way things go. What a surprise that you find yourself alone. No one to feel your quiet grieving poem, and all you can hear as it echoes off your soul. It's just the way things go. It's just the way things go. After so many days gone to wasted pride, and all them rough roads tried, here's what I know: every river it does flow. It's just the way things go. It's just the way things go. It's just the way things go.
Beautiful. That was great. You need to lay down that that cassoulet track, though. Very quick, you know. So somebody just asked, what is your favorite food? And I actually do ask people, okay, if you were on a desert island and it was your last meal and you knew you were going,
right.
And let me preface it with, an Amazon drone could deliver it to you, what would your last meal be?
Well, you know, being Virgo and practical and all that, and needing nutrition and all that, I would say draft beer.
What? Okay, drink and food though. Okay.
There's a meal in every.
That's
every
hilarious.
Pint. There's a sandwich in every pint. Didn't they
Oh,
say
that's
that?
hilarious. A sandwich in every pint. Yeah.
You know, any bread. I love bread. Pasta, pizza.
You gotta dip that
Ribs.
inside.
Pasta, pizza, ribs. Okay. Sticky ribs, like goodness ribs. What about you? Besides this amazing cassoulet.
You know what? I am a seafood fanatic.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Anything seafood. You like that?
Oh, it's really good.
So yummy.
Really
I mean, that
yummy.
just like is a soulful dish.
Totally
Warm,
great.
like winter day.
That's what it's for. That's, you know, and here in Napa right now, and you know, it's actually cooler than I thought it was going to be. So I thought this would be the perfect meal for a day like today.
Oh, that's so good.
Yes. Good.
I like
right.
to ski, so that'd be good for that.
Well, I think we've hit everything, unless there's anything additional you want to plug, like maybe a restaurant possibly, like on the horizon.
Yeah. So, yes.
Yeah.
So there's a restaurant coming in the near future. I'll leave it at that
Okay.
for now. I don't want to give too many details, but it's going to be an amazing concept, and I promise you I will make sure that you're all notified with the concept and everything once we get to that point. All right?
Awesome.
Promise.
Okay.
All right.
And then you guys are still hitting the road. You're headed back to home, but then
I'm in New York following week to do Billions, which is a show
Yep.
I do every once in a while. And,
Love that show.
Fun show to do. Fun gig. Get to go to New York, hang out, and play with Paul Giamatti for
that sounds horrible. Yeah.
Speaking of wine.
Yeah. Cool. Well, cheers, guys. This was
Cheers.
lovely.
Thank you.
And you're just a sweetheart of a guy, as are you. You're an amazing musician, chef. So this is what this is all about. We all put, as we say, our pants on the same way. Let's all embrace each other, give back, pay it forward, feast and eat. And so, cheers to the Napa Valley Film Festival.